Western Sydney was at the centre of the New South Wales lockdown. We were subjected to some of the harshest regulations in New South Wales and indeed the nation. Our small businesses closed their doors. Our workers, particularly in construction and other authorised industries, had to comply with complex rules that workers in the eastern suburbs were not subject to. And on top of this, we were denied a mass vaccination hub in my electorate of Greenway. Many residents had to travel significant distances in very trying and worrying circumstances to get vaccinated. But in spite of all this, we did the right thing. My electorate went from having one of the highest number of COVID cases to becoming the most vaccinated electorate in the entire country. Just imagine how long the Liberals would have kept Western Sydney in lockdown if we did not achieve such high levels of vaccination. Just imagine how much additional damage the Liberals would have done to small businesses who were forced to close. And adding insult to injury, we are now just beginning to learn that throughout this difficult ordeal, the people of Western Sydney were treated differently and misled by the Liberals. Just this week, media reports reveal that Dr Kerry Chant urged the New South Wales Liberal government not to treat Western Sydney any differently from the rest of Greater Sydney. Yet despite this, the Liberals chose to target the harshest restrictions on Western Sydney, imposing them in a manner that was inconsistent with the health advice. And in even more insult, it has also been revealed that the $5 billion so-called Western Sydney COVID Projects Fund promised by the New South Wales Liberals in September simply does not exist. Instead, the promised funds from the privatisation of WestConnex are being used to pay off debt racked up by the Liberals. The question remains, why does this New South Wales Liberal government feel like they can get away with misleading Western Sydney residents time and time again? This is not costless. It's been reported that the areas subject to the harshest lockdowns are experiencing the highest rates of joblessness, including many areas in Western Sydney. Now that the lockdown is over, the resilient small businesses of Western Sydney are gaining momentum and things are beginning to feel normal again. But our people won't forget that the Liberals were not upfront with them throughout the lockdown. Western Sydney expects its politicians to keep promises and be held accountable for the decisions they make, and they have every right to expect this during a pandemic. I thank the people of Western Sydney, and in particular the people of Greenway, for their intelligence and consistent desire to do the right thing by their community. It's clear we can't trust the Liberals with taxpayers' money, their ability to make decent decisions or even keep their word. That's why we need an Albanese Labor Government to build back even stronger in Western Sydney. If anyone can come out of this pandemic even stronger, it is the good people of Western Sydney.
I call the member for O'Connor.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And today I want to recognise the Morrison's government's effort to re-energise the main streets in the Wheatbelt